Hola, buenos dias. Hello, and good morning. This is Andrew Weston, resonating all solar systems, planets, intelligence, and the galactic system of the energy core. So right now we're diffusing the mechanisms through its century circle. So we're line dividing all the circulations through its shapes and dividing all vibrations through its frequencies right now. So the dimensional Earth is and its connection force, it's going through its gravitational pull. So once we understand its shape and its long and its latitude division, we're going to shape shift its winds, change its vibration through its harmonics, and then platitude everybody to the fifth dimension. So that's what's happening right now with the dimensional Earth. So we have that gravitational pull and its protection grids. Not only have 104, but now it's gone up another 100. So I'm at 204 galactic higher cells protecting its grids. But now what's happening is we're splitting the 4 divisions into its atmospheres, changing its crust and acceleration through its speed and its oscillation. And it's the acceleration is going through its Mach speed through the galactic force. So I'm dividing all 204 galactic higher cells through the northern, western, eastern, southern hemispheres. So it's changing its atmosphere as we speak. So all the electronic interference that you're going to be having is on its continuous force. So I'm cloud shifting its winds and changing its vibration, collecting all its ideas and patterns, changing all the shapes through its divisions of circles. So that's what's going to happen right now through the multidimensional Earth. So thank you very much. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. It's extremely important because everything that's going through its galactic system is on a tremendous force right now. I prefer doing live shows now because it's fast, easy, and efficient for me, and it uploads. It doesn't take 5, 10, 15 minutes. The longer you upload a video, the longer it takes. So I prefer doing live because live is amazing. And then that way you can watch it back whenever you can and whenever you get that chance. So we're on a different time zone right now. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. There's been a lot of questions that people have been asking about, mostly about dream awakening. What is dream awakening and what is the process? How do I go through the transformation and manifestation? Okay, first off, one thing that we have to make very well clear as a person, you are a human vessel. Once you awake, you understand your dream, you've deciphered your dream, you no longer are living its past, but you are now living its present. Okay, so the past is gone, but the past awakes, which provides you to the present of the real self, which is you. So you go through past references each time you awake. And when you fully awake, you expand and horizon through your energy fields. Then you get to know yourself, your higher self. And you find out where your habitat is, what solar system you're on, what star system you're on, what your galactic family is, where they came from. Your originalities through its century circle is self-dividing through everything through its source, everything through its kinetic and energy source. So it's full winning through its atmospheres right now. And like I said, when you awake, you become the real you. The adjustment through the analytical system. Okay, so that's what it means by dream awakening. And it just brings out something that you can't comprehend, something you can't put a finger on. You just wake up. So I hope everybody's doing well. Hey, how's it going? Hola, buenos dias. Wine's okay. Wine's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that, just as long as you don't drink too much because it goes through the chakra formations. Don't forget. You got to remember too, because everything in your chakra formation is electronic, is electric. Now, you may not think what it is, but once you understand and how to master its systems through its coloration, understand has communication lines through radio signals, and everything is shape shifting through its winds, and everything is different shape. It line divides through its balance. So, but yeah, alcohol, just as long as you keep it within balance, don't drink too much. And don't try to meditate when you're drinking. You don't want to do that. Yeah. Just try to, judge yourself and saying, okay, I'm going to drink this much and that's it. I don't drink, period. If I drink, it's maybe a sip. I used to drink in the past, but you learn from, uh, things you do and things you don't do. So, Smith, how you doing? Because it gets delusional. Your mind conception isn't straight. It's not focused, and you're going here and there. And if you go with your higher self, it's going to go like this, and it's going to crash into a planet or a solar system. Don't forget, when you're the higher self, you are no longer the human vessel. And once you're in space and you collide into something through its interactions, it's extremely real. So whatever the higher self is reacting to, your human vessel is going to have a reaction. So that's why you should never meditate with alcohol. That's why you should never meditate with drugs. And do not meditate when you're driving, because you're driving a motor vehicle and it's going forward, right? As soon as you meditate, not only the higher self sees what you're doing, but you're also trying to focus on what's going on Earth, but what's also going on in space. So you don't do that either, right? That's what I mean by when you're in space, there's prohibited things that you don't do. Like, for instance, when you go through a sky format, that's transformation lights. There's Galilean transmissions of healings, transitions of healings. So when you're in space, you can only stay above a certain level. It's like a charter, like through a boat. You go on one side, you stay on that side because the other side is dangerous. So you only go at a sky level. You don't go any higher because there's planets and solar systems, spaceships. You don't want them to collide in together, right? Because it's line dividing. So you don't want to do that. So, okay. Meat is good, yes. Chicken is good. Salads are good. Vegetables are good. Fruits good. Light Being, how you doing? How's your chakra formations? I just opened up your 3 centers. I hope you're working on your balance through your equilibrium. You're already healed. I've already healed you. But to use your chakra formations, you got to do your research. So you focus on the 3 lower energies, then you can master those. Then you can work up to your upper, to the solar, to the galactic force. So anyway, everybody, welcome to my channel. Yeah, I do, but I try not to. That's what I'm saying. I don't watch the news. I don't relate with the news. I don't resonate with the news because it has nothing to do with me. I take care of my life. I know exactly where I am. I know exactly what I'm doing. I know exactly where I'm going. So me focusing on the news is not my media. My media is controlling space and it's continuing. So, Terry, how you doing? Welcome to my YouTube channel. So, slowly, because once you get to a higher dimension, once you get into the 6th, the 7th, and 8th dimension, because it's on a totally different vibration, you will be using upgraded through energies, and those energies are going through its systems and its tubes. So what I mean by tube, it's circuitry, and those circuitries will feed your source. So it's all through upgrades and downloads, processing through it's mecha systems, and the mecha systems are going through systematical energy systematical systems. So yeah, so the fourth winds of its meats and vegetables and fruits and all that are going to be through connection wires, energy upgrades, because it's a high density of volumes of electricity. The more light formation you are through its velocity of speed and acceleration, you will no longer need meat, uh, substance, or anything like that. But that's gradually going to happen. But like I said, it takes century on top of century. I mean, this has never been done through its balance of vibration. So that's what's happening right now with the fifth dimension. So we're looking at maybe another 25, 50 years before we get to another higher frequency. So let's just take one dimension at a time here. Best guy, how you doing? Pisces, how you doing? Oh, you saw a rainbow formation, eh? You're going to see a lot more. You're going to see electronic interference. You're going to see astroclouds. You're going to see interstellar of its cloud formations changing through dimensions of parallels, of paradoxes. Everybody's going to go through vortexing. They have to get used to the body and ecosystems, okay? You have to get used to its atmosphere. You have to get used to the higher self. You have to get used to your solar, harmonic, and galactic higher self, depending on what solar system you're on and where you resonate on through its galactic family. So there's huge, huge connection waves right now that's going through its divisions. And we're changing all those circles, changing all those shapes to its vibration so we can get those communication lines full wind through its oscillation winds and its stellars. Okay, so the vector and the spectrum is on full force right now through its projection grids. So yeah, you should be excited because it's going to be a lot stronger. Your body capacitors, your ego systems, your connection waves, your electricity devices, your matrix grids, your eye perception. Things are going to change for you now. So, energy that goes into you every day is going to be stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. So, you're upgrading your systems, right? Through the updating links, through the data processing. No problem. No problema. Well, if he doesn't know about the Earth, Samantha, he'll find out. He can watch my live videos. He can watch all my videos. So everything is in due time. Ten. That's a high frequency level through its matrix. Its codes and its domination through its diameters are a high calculation through its frequency levels of its harmonics. Yeah, that's it. So has anybody seen any electronic interference or anything like that in the cloud formations in the skies? Sun gazing? Well, it's a galactic solar sun planet. You guys see it as the sun. I see it as the galactic solar sun planet and the galactic moon. Its sun gazes. Gazing is just electric defense mechanism through its radiation lights. It's its own reflection through the galactic solar sun. Everything is through communication, so that's what's happening. So every time you look at the galactic solar sun planet, you see it for what it is, but there's a lot more when you're in the matrix. When your perception changes through its radiation lights of northwest, south, and east, all your connection devices through its radio signals are in full force. So those communication levels are on different patterns and waving lengths. Oh, you're welcome. You're allowing you to see yourself in a lot of different ways. What you were used to, you will not see anymore. You'll see things on a different perspective. You'll start seeing things in 3D. You'll start seeing atmosphere in 3D. You'll start seeing ground formations in 3D. You'll start seeing nature in 3D. Everything through its eye perception is 3D. I'm not saying 3D, three-dimensional. I'm talking about 3D as it comes at you, like I said in my last video. So, and you don't need those spectral lights, goggles, 3D visions through its optic centers. You don't need those. You have your eyes. Your eyes are everything to its mind, body, and soul. It's the connection ways to everything through its meditation. So. Cloud is not just a cloud. When you see a cloud and you're through its perception, you see the matrix and its grids. Now, to humans, it's gases and fumes and fossils and all different kinds of particles and all that. I understand it's vibration. Because I have an airplane goes at 800 knots, maybe a little bit more. So it's wind surfacing through its atmospheres. So when you're in a plane and you look outside, it's going slow. Okay? That's because it's at a high altitude and it's on a different oxygen level. Okay? But in space, through the galactic higher self, you actually see yourself going fast. That's the difference between the atmospheres of the Earth and space continuum. So, give you a thumbs up on that. But that's exactly what it is. That's what goes on in space and its continuum and its tremendous force. There's so many connection waves. There's so many line formations that's going on through its shapes and its vibration, through its harmonics. So, reflection. Hola, buenos dias. Eric. Yeah, we have now the galactic higher family subsurfacing through its winds and its solar surface. All right. Just got in, eh? Yeah, me too. Well, like I said from the beginning, from my YouTube video, I was doing uploads of videos on YouTube, and it takes longer to upload it. So that's why I'm doing live now. Live is much easier, faster, and efficient for me. So, and I get to chat with you guys too. But I always like to upgrade myself through my uplinks and my downloading. Once I do my downloading, I go through its processing and through its scanning, and all those mechanisms through its sleep deprivation opens up its windows. I went through a vortex through a dimensional realm last night. When I close my eyes, I see space. It answers to me, and it was exactly what I need to do. It tells me what to do. I correct myself through its divisions and its shapes and its vibrations. Every dimension is of a higher vibration, but it has different solar energies through its shapes. So the higher you go, you see a different shape. Now you can take that shape, analyze it through the analytical system using the matrix through the radiation lines where it self-divides, okay? Create that webbing graph, okay? Use the electrical fences, use the code frequencies, change those line strands through its DNA structures, open up the window frequencies, okay? Right? Use the galactic higher self through the energy source, through the voicing grid, through the communication lines and waving patterns of the radio signals. Create a new dimensional round through mind telepathy. Self-win its cross formations, open up its circles, correct its divisions, upline its centers, and create a new shape through its vibration. Use a webbing graph through its line formations. Okay, and when you're in the matrix grids, you'll see different colorations and all of that. So you're creating a mechanism fence, and that fence is through its circle. Okay, you have a shape, but you have a circle. It's always a circle through a dimension. It's always going through. It has to, because what happens is once you're going through relationship and partnership through its electrical fences of its realms. Okay, so that dimensional realms is center. Okay, but it also has one here and it has here. So you can decide which one you're going to go, right? But the velocity, the speed of acceleration, you're going extremely fast. So you're going through 3 dimensions. So you're going through that shape, which is 1, 2, 3 dimensions. Powerful stuff. Powerful stuff. Oh, thanks, Reflection. It's great. Are there... no, just me. I have 204 galactic higher self protecting its grids right now. So I have full control of its multidimensional earth and its vibration. So I am controlling its global networks, right, through its computers systems. So we're holding the webbing graph of its dimensional earth and its crust, okay? And its vibration. So I got 204 galactic higher self in the system right now. So I split the 4 divisions into 4 different septic centers, okay, through the octave centers, systematical systems. And those energy cycles are going through its divisions. So all those galactic higher selves are in the northern, southern, western, and eastern. So basically forming an alliance right now. And it's on a continuous force through its rings, through its shapes, through its vibration, through its harmonics. So we're on speed force right now through a space galaxy of its dimensional realms and its parallels. Pretty fascinating stuff that's going on right now through the system. Those are communication starts through its orbs, okay? Reflection. So basically what's happening right now, your higher self is communicating with the multidimensional surface of its vibration. So you're getting connection waves through its orbs. You're getting connected through the higher self and its electricity and its circuitry. Everything is circuitry when you're the higher self. So those orbs are going through its plasma force, and you're using those communication stars. Like you're saying, you're seeing silver orbs shimmering, like they're moving like flies. That's what it is. Those are star mechanisms, a little blinkety blink. So the dimensional realm of its solar system and space continuum is trying to communicate with you through the higher self. That's what's going on. Time does go faster, yeah. Especially when you're more aware of what's going on and your awareness is self-involved through northwest, south, and east. Your connection waves are like in the back of your head, sideways, front, it doesn't matter. But once your transformation light is open and your communications through your body signals, your energy signals, your ego system signals, your mind capacity signals, there's so many different. I give you upgrades. There's a lot of similarities there, but they're always formative of what's going on through space and its continuum. So everybody's self-evolving through a new vibration. And you're going through this process of transformation and manifestation. That's what's going on. That's why you're seeing things different, like you never thought you'd see before. You know? It's opening up your mojo. Your endorphins, you know, for working out, you know, the ambition of creativity, opening up your horizons and your energy fields for the very first time. So no, because none of it's true. It is kind of cheesy, but you know, I don't want to get into NASA because it's on a human point of view. Um, Everything is through its data processing, and my processing only comes from the galactic system and space continuum. It doesn't come from DNA structures of humans and their theatrics of space and its continuum. So, like I said, I only resonate around the galactic system. I think it's fascinating they come up with these spaceships and how they can go to the moon, how they can go to Mars, and how they're creating a new space station. I know exactly everything that they're doing. Okay. Now, for example, when you see spaceships, okay, those are probes. Okay. That's all they are. They're probes going around its atmospheres. We're keeping the eyes on you guys. That's what's going on. That's what spaceships are. But there is higher intelligence. Let's not forget, on every solar system planets, there are so many different dimensions. There are so many different galaxies. There's so much involvement through the galactic solar sun planet and the galactic moon. So much communication going on right now through its circles. So I just want to get that straightened out with everybody, what's going on through its galactic system and its vibration. No, you have to look in before you look out. Everybody's looking out and they can't get the answers. The only way you get the answers is learn how to meditate, master your chakra formations, know your breathing mechanisms, know your higher self, know your galactic higher self. That's the only way you're going to get anything knowing from the galactic system. You have to think within, you have to know within, you have to be within, you have to see within. That is the understandable of everything through its space. I am speaking the truth. This is not made up. It's not a fabrication. It's not anything I read in a book. It's energy that's given to me. I've mastered everything in space and its continuum. I live every day in the galactic force. Every day. Everybody has a purpose, and that's what it is. It's everybody has a system. Everybody has a human vessel. Okay? Now, like I said, it's given to very few. Okay? Now, there's a lot of people that resonate with me, and there's a lot of people that don't. To each his own. That's totally fine. I don't misjudge anybody in any way, but I can heal extremely fast because I know my system. I know what I can do. You've seen me heal, and there's a lot more other things I can do. My upgrades get stronger and stronger and stronger. And like I said, I am so protected through the galactic system. It's incredible. It's incredible force when you have the galactic system. I'm not talking about TV. I'm not talking about Star Wars. I'm not talking about Star Trek. I'm talking real. I'm talking about what you can do with the mind. You guys are going to get more powerful every time you resonate with me, and I'll tell you why. Because live does everything through its communication, and communication is voicing signals, and those signals go through volumes, and those volumes go through interference, through interaction, and those interactions go into the mind capacities of the body and ecosystems. Okay, so it's all about DNA structure. That's all it is. And we are born from space, and it's continuing. That's how we self-evolved. And these things are unbelievable. To understand it, it's too complicated. That's why I'm doing these live shows, so you guys get a better understanding of what's really happening in the matrix and what goes on in the galactic system, the energy core, what goes on in galaxies, its formations of particles of energies, how it diffuses its mechanisms, how it creates its own detoxification, volumes and volumes of electricity and lights, how it communicates in all different realms of stars. So there's a lot going on, and it's always on a continuous force, always on a continuous force. Now, once you get connected through space continuum, you'll know. And this is how you'll know: by listening to the ear, the inner ear, which is the higher self. Okay. So, and that's what the multi-universe wants you to do, is to communicate. So this is the multi-universe. Like I said in my last video, okay? It's creating revelation through its circles and shapes and vibration and its harmonics and its frequencies. So it keeps doing this. So as soon as someone meditates, it stops, okay? And now it's thinking. It's going through its full rotation, and it's getting ready to put those energies inside you, into your crown chakra, through the higher self. Okay, so once it knows its divisions of calculations through its radio signals of shapes, and it knows its center through its balance, it's going to telegraph straight down into your body and ecosystems and create illumination of its chakra formation. It's going to open up your horizons of the body, and those energies are going to be going through its telegraphing ways back up to space. And that light formation is going to rise. Ooh, exciting, eh? It's not science. I just put it in science technology because that's all I could have. There is a technical part about it, but there's a lot more. It comes with vibration frequencies and harmonics. I wish I could put that on my YouTube channel, but I can't. So there is some significance through its science and its technology, but it goes way, way beyond through its DNA structures and its particles. So I can, Nadine. Yeah, she's going through a lot, eh? There's steps, there's frequencies, there's through its vibration, depending on how far You are through its continuous a septic center is everything to its body and ecosystem through its electronic devices and its circuits. So it has full connection waves. Once you understand the galactic system, you understand its DNA structure. If you understand its DNA structure, you understand how you're self-made. Once you understand that, then you get full understanding how to fix it. You know, all the problems that are in, because it's all through circulation and rotation. And everything through its atmospheres are created through its galaxies and particles and its cells. Everybody's a biochemical cell. It's degeneration after degeneration after degeneration. Okay, that's what I mean by past lives. Everybody lives through a different septic energy biochemical cell. So, yeah. Vesca, I can do anything through its galactic system. You'd be amazed what I can do through the mind and the brain frequencies. Okay. Change in circulation rotation through its vibration right now. She's got a full lung tumor in the lower. Yeah, okay. I'll change it through its septic centers. Reduce the vibration, bring it back its frequency through its balance. Correct its divisions, change all the DNA structures. Open up the cycles through its circles. Diffuse the mechanisms through its defragmentation. Change the circuitry. And upwind its surface through its solar surface. So, so I reduced your mother's lung capacity. She's on full wind right now, so she's feeling a lot more energy going into her. She's going to feel warm and all that. So her throat's going to start to deteriorate, and it's going to take away that tumor eventually, slowly, but it's gradually going to go away. So all I do was self-winded circuitry, change its locations through its vibration. Everything's vibration through the brain frequency because everything's connected through the pixels. Once you activate the pixels, you can change the pixels. You can change the vibration. You can change the circuits through its DNA structures. So, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. I really appreciate it. Please talk to others. I like to resonate around other people, communications all around its community. Everywhere, everybody get that full connection and love support that we need right now through the multidimensional communication of its sacred universal heart. So, yeah, that's it. I'm a psychic surgeon. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, because my radiation lights are through its energy centers right now. And my energy centers are full force through its optic lens, and those optic lenses are through X-rays. Like I said, I see through X-rays. It's, what an X-ray is, right? You see it. Doctor puts it up. Looks at the graph. The spine, wherever, right? That's what I see through people. Yeah, so don't forget to send testimonies about your healing. I'd like to know how you went through your transformation meditation. I really appreciate it. Put that on my YouTube channel. Spread the word to everybody. Appreciate that too. So, When you understand yourself, you understand your definitive self, your soul self, your heart self, your connection self, your higher self, your solar self, your harmonic self, your galactic self. That's how much you have to know. The cloud formations right now are self-winding through its divisions. Its century circles are changing its circulation through its rotation. The galactic solar sun planet right now is communicating with me through its high winds, and it's a clear sky. But its astral projection is blue and green and purple light. So as I'm looking through the matrix grids, I see its shapes and its vibration. So it's tremendous force. Yeah, just the love and support, just spread out the word. The faster I do the more live chats, the faster I heal people. Because right now everybody's on a times continuum through its circuits. And I put everybody on a time switch. So your body and ecosystems are getting through its transformation and manifestation. I'm waking up its community, its humanity, its world, and changing everybody's atmospheres. So the dimensional earth is healing so we can bring it to its vibration. So just the love and support, gratitude, satisfaction, greatness, happiness, force in, force without, everything through its space and its continuum. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's called electronic interference, and those are collecting devices through its energy cycles, through its communication and its radio signals. So the galactic higher force, which is 204, that are protecting its grids around its multidimensional Earth, which now I control. I control the vibration. So I control its atmospheres. I control its shapes. Everything is through line division. So those cloud formations that you see are coming from the galactic higher force. But you guys, your perception is changing. So you're seeing it through 3D mechanisms. You're seeing it through its line formations. You're seeing it through its calculation. And everything is modified through its space and its continuum. So everything resides on your reflection and your full continuum of its times continuum of your energy fields. Gigi, how you doing? Welcome to my YouTube channel. You can, but you have to master your chakra formations. You have to master the yin and the yang. That's the most important, and it's extremely hard to do. I can upwind your circles. I can give you the 7 chakra formations. I can't give you anything solar. I can only give you observation links. I can give you journeys. I can't give you a higher self because it's in a higher dimension through its frequency levels, and it's too much energy that will go into you. You won't understand it. It's too communicative, and it's way off balance through its circles. So, but I can give you anything from ground formation to Mother Earth. I can give you power. I can give you desires. I can give you creative centers. I can give you communicative thoughts through the throat. I can give you communication through spiritualism and the crown chakra, heart conception, heart community, power center, focus, awareness, courage. But the 7 divisions through its chakra formations are the 7, those chakra formations. One healing source is extremely powerful. And its connection ways will go through its continuous force, and you upright its system, and you'll get to know your higher self. But you have to understand the listening skills. It's soft, but it's extremely powerful. And once you become the higher self, it communicates in all realms and planets and solar systems. Then you awake. Yeah, so Gigi, what I'm going to do is I'm going to uprise your systems, change your DNA structures, and I'm going to open your transformation lights. Okay, so if I do that, you are connected now through the galactic solar sun planet and the galactic moon. So uh, what's going to happen is I'm going to give you. See, I know exactly what people need. It's not what they want; it's what they need. But it consumes into both of need and want. So it's understanding when you're in space continuum, you give them the most important thing that they can handle. Because when you have energy go into you, it's extremely powerful just through one chakra formation. And when you're healing somebody through power or creativity or through the throat or through the spiritualism, that connection wave is now through its dream awakening. So you're being healed through a DNA structure. So I'm taking those particles and energies and putting you into space. You're levitating at 80 degrees of its altitude through its oscillation and its acceleration. So it's accumulation of different waving lengths. So your body's going, whoa, like that. And you get all those tingles, the brain frequencies are changing through their cerebral and the cortex, and it's changing all the waving patterns through the physical and the mental and the psychological. Okay. Then you'll get your higher self. So, Gigi, I'm just going to open up those centers, and I'm going to give you the love combinations, the highest form that you can achieve. So if I open your heart chakra formation, you can be more communicative with yourself, your loving self, and your loving of the heart, and its transformation lights of its third eye, and communication lines through its chakra formations of its solar, and its connection waves of its chakra, and its communication waves of the crown chakra, which is the spiritualism. Because you need this before you have this. So once this open, it connects through everything. And that's where you get self-awareness through its continuing force of consciousness. So, Gigi, how do you feel? That's okay. You're in a wavy. Yeah, you're going. See, your body structures are changing right now through its circuitry and its pixels. So right now, your third eye is opening. It's extremely powerful. So please meditate. Okay, I know you already know how to meditate, but you got to get familiar with yourself, your definitive self, then your higher self. Okay? So your connection waves right now through the transformation lights are open. I open up your heart chakra. So your heart is expanding. So you're going to see things different. You can be more aware. You can be more powerful. All your electricity devices through its circuitry is upwinding its surface through its century circles and its circulation through its rotation. So you're going to feel a little bit wavy. Your brain's going to go. It's going to change all its frequencies, fire and wire, and it's going to connect all its circuitry. So right now your pixels are uniting, and you're communicating with the multidimensional realms and its earth. So you're going to see angels, you're going to see archangels. When you meditate, make sure you use your protection grids. Extremely important for everybody. That's a synchronizing soul, three-dimensional, or light formation. Always meditate. Protect your grids. Extremely important. Vesca, that's going to change. Don't cut yourself short. Everybody goes through different divisions of anxiety, Everybody goes through discomfort. Everybody goes through loneliness. This self-awareness will give you out of that. So you've already been healed, but your deeper provisions are going to change through your eye perception. So you're going to see more consciousness through the subconscious. So the connection waves are extremely powerful right now. So you're not going to feel as lone. You're not going to feel as scared. You're not going to feel as timid. You're going to be almighty, all powerful. And that's what energy does. But you have to understand what energy is. Well, that's exactly what it is. But it goes much deeper than that. You have to go really inside that soul. You have to connect a relationship, a partnership with your multidimensional, sacred, universal soul. That's what you need to do. Before you see the matrix, before you see space continue, before you see galaxies, before you see planets, intelligence, and solar systems. That's the only way you're going to get the answers. You can't get the answers just by looking. Because everything through its dream sequence becomes dream awakening. Now, those past dreams, those connection wires, okay, it's a storyboard. Those storyboards are through its electronic defenses, and those defenses become a storyboard. And those storyboards become its matrix and its grids. And those matrix grids go through the DNA structures of the brain. And the brain telegraphs through the telepathy of a story. And that story is coming from the matrix. So that's why we have past reference of dreams. Pretty exciting. Love to all. Well, you can make anything through the mind. Once you understand the mind and the capacity of the brain frequencies, and you have full connection ways through the mind telepathy of your mastering thoughts, whoa. You pretty much can do anything and create. And it becomes its reality through its reality of where you're living in its reality, which is the multidimensional earth. So, oh, I'm very familiar with Toronto, Ontario. I've been there half my life, but my life right now is here in Mexico. So there's reasons and purposes why I'm here. There's reasons and purposes why everybody is elsewhere where they want to be. Once you become aware of who you are, your thoughts change. Everything through its knowing changes. Everything through its system changes. Everything through your body and ecosystem changes. You change in so many ways and forms of yourself, and then you become the higher self. And then so on, and so on, and so on. Mm-hmm. Yeah. To understand yourself, you have to understand the yin and the yang. Everything becomes through knowing and doing. Not thinking, knowing and doing. Because knowing and doing is moving forward. Thinking and knowing isn't moving forward. It's hesitation, right? So you don't want to hesitate. You want to move forward. And if you wake up every morning and you're doing something different, you know you're moving forward. If you wake up and you're doing something that you're not doing, you know you're not moving forward. So, yeah, it has to do with wisdom. But guys, gals, ladies and gentlemen, however you want to defer that, so many different ways of saying it. But when it comes down to the galactic system, is the most powerful thing that you can consume in your body. It's so powerful. You can do anything. You can create anything. You could be anything. You can be almighty. It's how you see yourself and know yourself and do yourself on an everyday basis. It's so important to let yourself go with the flow. Hey, that rhymes. Let yourself go with the flow. Yeah, let me know how your mother is doing, eh? She should be feeling a little bit different. It's a good thing I caught that too, because a lot of people go through different divisions and sometimes their circuits are short and it's hard to connect. So you have to go through another galaxy realm it's kind of like going through a garage and fixing through another car or of its mechanisms of its transmission, whatever. You have to go to a certain place to pick up this transmission because it's the year of the car is a different year and it has to relate through its system. So that's what it's about with circuitry. Every circuitry is different through its dimensional rounds. Everybody has different parts in their system and their frequency levels of their harmonics. It's all calculation ways of its century circles and those divisions of its lines and its shapes. Once you understand the higher self and its electricity and what's involved through its containments, you have full control of its DNA structures, how it's made. Yeah, that's exactly what it's knowing your mechanics. Yeah, go with the flow. Yeah. It's exactly what you want to do is go with the flow. So look at that. It feels like 15 minutes. It's almost been an hour. It's unbelievable how fast things go. Time flies. Actually, time's continuing. I find when you're having a great time, things go a lot faster. And if you get things done, knowing that you're moving ahead and you're doing things differently, you know you're going forward. It's using psychology of the brain. That's all it is. It's adapting to situations faster. So, but this is great. You know, I love these questions and all that. And I'm here to help and guide and heal, and which is fantastic. You know, I've got tremendous weather. You know, it's unbelievable what's going on right now. Well, it all has to do with belief. Belief is the biggest thing that you can consume in your body and ecosystems, then becomes its reality. And then you can tap into the multiverse. But you gotta believe. You have to believe. It's the biggest thing. You can't just say, I believe. It has to believe. It's like when you're coming across bad energy, you have to have faith, right? If you have faith, things dissipate, go away, right? You have to have faith. It's the same thing with believing. Yeah, it comes from, the connection to everything, right? Is the multi-universal sacred connection heart. So, because the heart's just not a heart. It's everything through its ground formations, its atmospheres, its space continuum, its multiverse, its planets, intelligence, solar systems. So, but it's good that you guys are resonating with me. You guys are healing more and more, and you're getting more powerful every day. So, things are going exceptionally well. And like I said, spread the word. Feel the love, feel the compassion. Feel the knowing that the heart is going to take care of you every day of your life. But do you believe it? Do you honestly believe? And that belief becomes real. And that real becomes change. And that change becomes the higher self. So, I hope that helps everybody out. I try to limit my videos between half an hour, 40 minutes, but I've done videos already for 2.5 hours. So there's so much data input that goes into me every single day. So those energies I give back to you are full force, and the energy cycles are so strong. So you guys have to know what's going on through its body and ecosystems and its DNA structures. It's extremely important for you guys to know. So that's why through its continuous force, that's why it's an hour and a half, 2 hours, 2.5 hours. But I've been going over a minute, but I enjoy it, So, and it helps everybody else out too. But like I said, watch my live videos, watch my other videos, so you get a true understanding. Amanda. Hola. So whatever you missed, you can watch on my live video. I've already gone over an hour, so we talked about a lot today. Like yesterday, I did 3 videos, Usually I try to break it down to do 1 or 2, but it depends on the energies, right, that it's given to me through the multiverse. So I see everything reflection. I see portals. I see plasma forces. I see stars. I see communication lines. I see the galactic solar sun planet. I see other solar systems. I see vibration, frequency, harmonics. I see higher intelligence. I see its ground formations. There's one thing I want to share with you, which was when I was going through transformation manifestation, I thought I was going crazy. But then I realized that my eye perception was changed for the very first time. I was getting connected with my energy fields. And I was just placing my eyes on the ground like this. And something odd was happening. I was seeing stars, blinkety blinks, like what Reflection was talking about, flies, shimmering flies. Those are communication stars, and they're trying to communicate you through the gamma rays of the galactic solar sun planets. And once it communicates you through its force fields and energy fields, you can ground formate and open up its grounds as it goes in through its circulation, through its rotation. It's like in the atom theory, where it has its full rotation, separates and keeps spinning. So when I was looking down constantly, the porthole was opening up and I was seeing the grounds. I mean, I was seeing diamonds. I was seeing rubies. I was actually seeing below its dimensional Earth. I was getting connected through Mother Nature and its core. I was getting connected through space continuum and its core. I was getting connected through Father and its core. So, yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Once you get connected and you understand your energy fields, you understand everything around you through its solar systems, planets, and intelligence. Because everything radiates around the galactic solar sun planet and the galactic moon. Those are the two most powerful planets in the multiverse. Their connection waves are so powerful, it's unbelievable. And their communication is just outrageous. Okay, Vesca, take it easy. Let me know how your mother's doing. So I just thought I'd share that with you because that's what happened with me when I went through transformation manifestation. So everybody gets an idea. Once you understand your energy field, your energy cycles, through your systematical systems of your energy cycles and your energy waves, through the communication and radio signals, then you have full connection through its multiverse. So, but I'll get heavy talk into patterns, waving signals, and radio signals. I'll do that in my next video. But let's just take one step at a time, right? Because if I go too force winds, you guys are going to go, whoa, what is going on here? This is way too much, you know? So I give you little by little by little. So I give you, you're chewing off just what you need to know. You don't want to have a full stomach and not know what you just ate. Yeah, ringing in my head. Yeah, your brain frequencies are changing through circulation rotation. So you're getting connection with your stars. So really focus on that reflection because the communication stars are trying to communicate with you through its dimensional rounds of its coloration and its energy fields. Well, if your ears are ringing, that means your angels are trying to talk to you through its communication devices. It's a sound barrier. Hi, Nicole. Right. It's all about integration, self-revelation, self-revolution. Yeah. Happy rising. Yep. Happy rising is right. Yeah, Nicole's very informative. She knows what she's talking about. Well, when I awake, I went through a lot of provisions of the pixelization of pictures. I was going through dream awakenings. I was going through different transformation lights. I was going through connection ways, because every time I went through an atmosphere through a dream awakening, it's transitions of healing. I was a transition healer from one atmosphere to the next. So every past life, I was a healer, transition healer. That's why I'm so powerful, because now I know who I am. So I am on a continuous force. So when I was going through transformation and meditation for the very first time, and I was going through the higher self and getting connection through a superhuman, I was getting to know its atmosphere, getting to know its element, getting to know how to fly around, getting to know its galactic system, getting to know particles for the first time, galactic interface, everything through its connection wires, everything through its energy grids, the matrix grids, the matrix for the very first time, the shapes, vibration, frequencies, harmonics, nature's core, space continuum, Father, Mother Gaia, archangels, demigods, river of light, streaming lights, the elixir, programmers of all metric systems, graphing systems. Um, there's all different meteorological systems, because I used to scan planets. My job was to keep alignments, form different shapes through its planets and its dimensions of higher frequencies of its harmonics. That was my job. And then I realized through transformation meditation who I was becoming, because my body was changing through its circles, everything through its rotation. I had pain all over my body, and it just went away, just like that. Gone. Gone. And, I think it was like a week ago or a week and a half ago. Uh, I was on the other cross side of the room, and I was with Familia, and somebody had a sore back. So I just looked, saw what the problem was, instantly gone. Backaches are gone. Anything its provisions through a circulatory rotation, all the circuitries were fixed in seconds. Not only it just healed her back, but it healed all her sores and everything through its connection of its DNA structures. And now she's in perfect form, which is incredible. So once you know who you are, you're all powerful. So that's my story, how I went through transformation manifestation. But when I was going through that, it was very confusing, because my body was changing for the very first time, and I didn't know what was going on. Like, this is weird. I'm walking outside and I'm just in a t-shirt and I'm sweating like crazy, like it's been raining. It's like I had to go back and take 3 showers. I said, where's this all coming from? My body was detoxifying. Energy was going into me, and I was finally listening to what was going on. Once you start listening and understand what's going on, you create awareness through its conscious. The subconscious becomes the conscious, and that's where it becomes powerful. So it's pretty amazing when you can go through a transformation manifestation. But I just went up the chain of command, and every energy that was given to me, I understood it and I mastered it through its line formations, everything through its doctrine. It's like when a psychologist or psychiatrist takes a test, or a lawyer wants to take the bar. That's exactly what it is. It's taking a test. It's testing you. The multiverse is testing you. How smart are you? How smart can you be? How smart do you want to go? How far do you think you can go? It just goes on and on and on and on. But I mastered everything in space and it's continuing. So now that's why I'm on this tremendous force of healing. So But I think everybody's understanding. Everybody has the power to do that, but you have to master. If you're understanding, great. If you're knowing, that's even better. But mastering is everything. If you're in school and you take a grade and the grade to you is satisfactory, but it's not amazing. So you work towards that. You upgrade your system. So you take the test again, you get an A. When I was in high school, this is interesting. Once you know that you're born with it, you understand everything through its frequencies and its levels of its harmonics. So I was born with this. It just took me a while to figure this out. Once you understand the energy, you understand everything. So anyway, back to high school. I'm getting A pluses all the time in science. Why? Because there's a connection. Everything's connection. And the multiverse was trying to connect with me for the very first time. I was getting nothing but A pluses in science. And, once you get communication through the multiverse gives you the higher self. And once it gives you the higher self, then you get to know its atmosphere. Then you get to know everything around its atmosphere. Understand planets, how they're made, how they're formed, how they create. Understand galaxies, how they're made, how they're formed, how they create. Understand intelligence, how they are, how they're formed, how they create, how they self-evolve, how they conduct themselves, how they go through human instincts of human behaviors, human habits, good and bad. So that's a lot said, but there's a lot of truth there. How bad do you want it? Take time to resonate with yourself, reflect on what was said, watch my videos. There's a lot of truth to this. I resonate in this in a lot of ways. Do you see yourself changing? If you see yourself changing, that's great. Bring yourself to the next level. Don't go ahead. You don't want to go ahead. You want to move forward. But taking 2 or 3 steps ahead, you're going to get there anyway. So you don't want to take too much information that you don't need to know about, because it's too confusing. The contrast, the images, the creation, the evolvement, the DNA structures, the conflicting science of technology, and science and technology is a fragmentation of its network, pretty much. You believe what you want to believe. Okay? It's the same thing with you. You believe me or you don't believe me. And if anything, I'm telling the truth because I'm healing you. And it's real, which makes it even better. Because if you go to the book of Revelations or the King James Bible or any kind of Bible, it integrates where there's an exceptional force that comes along through its 3-dimensional planet, takes over, and it rises a new planet. Okay? So if you get that idea of what's going on, then you get a better understanding of what's happening through space and its continuum. It's all about change, and now it's the time to change. Because it's truth, man. It's truth. Everything I tell you is from space continuum and the galactic system. Nothing is made up. So It is very confusing, but like I said, once you get connection with your inner ear, you have full control of yourself. Yeah, everybody resonates with my frequency levels because they feel good. They want to feel wonderful. They want to feel amazing. And, which is great too, because I give you that balance every single day. So you get less frustrated, less confused, less angry, less communicative with your doubts. Doubts is the biggest thing because you're saying, should I do this? I don't know. I'm not sure. Right? Knowing and doing is only the higher self. That's all he knows because everything in space continuum is perfect. But sure, there's a lot of fixing in space once you understand its system. But through a human identity force, through its human vessel, is a totally different thing because I'm still learning myself as a human. But I'm an entity force through its light formations of electricity and the galactic higher self. That's who I am. That's my true source. You have to know who you are. And the only way you know that is from dream awakening. That's the only way. And that's what I mean by mastering. It is because I'm high rise. I'm the highest dimension of all realms through its definitive and its galactic system. So everybody thinks you're crazy or locos, but I don't have interaction with people like that because I don't allow it. I put my thoughts in there and my galactic energy forces through my energy fields. I'm so protected through its atmospheres. Nobody can touch me. So I don't allow it. Like I said, I got over 120 angels protecting me every single day. 120. So, and don't forget, I got I got 204 galactic higher selves backing me up through northwest, south, and east. So my precognition, I see the things before they happen through its cloud formations, through its atmospheres. That's where I get the communication devices of the galactic solar sun planet and the galactic moon. So protection grids are basically line formatting your balance through its chakra formations and your equilibrium, understanding your synchronizing soul and your heart. You have to protect your light. Your light is the most important thing through its formation of electricity because you're a higher self that's going into space. And when you're into space, you're going through a velocity of speed and acceleration. But once you go up higher, you're going through another dimension of its frequencies through shapes and planets and intelligence. Now, if you don't protect those grids and you go through a planet, this is the planet, and you go through it without communicating first, you're in a battle zone. I said that too in my last video. So it's very important that you protect your grids. Hi, how's it going? Make friends with it, communicate with it, understand its vibration. Then you understand your vibration. He understands your vibration. Now you have communication through friendship. And then you work towards relationship and then partnership. So protection grids through its matrix is understanding your archangels, your research of angels, your research of archangels, anything through its angel circle and its realms. It's the most important thing, Amanda, is your vibration. Vibration is everything through its humanity and its space and its sources of all intelligence, planets, and solar systems. It's a connection ways to everything. Big heart. Oh, gracias. So hopefully that helps you out there. Reflection. Now you understand what protection grids are. Space is a whole nother realm. Whole nother realm. You're no longer on Earth, and you're not in that human vessel. You're in space. And it's like somebody dropping you off for the very first time to a country that you don't know, and you have no familiarity what's going on. That's what I'm talking about. You're going from your source to another source of another country, and you have no clue what to do. That's what it is. You don't know its humanity. You don't know its governments. You don't know its community. You don't know its residents. You don't know anything around that country. The only thing that you do know is that you're standing in the center of that country. What do you do? How do you self-evolve? How do you create? Where do you go? That's what space is, right? So protecting yourself is knowing your surroundings. I don't worry about that. I don't really worry about that. I resonate through the love and the continuous force giving back, so it doesn't bother me. I just love what I do, and I give back to the channel. Like I'm going in an hour and a half right now. So self-love is healing trauma. Yep, everything. Everybody has trauma. It's just finding balance. So yeah, once you start loving yourself, you understand yourself a lot more. You get connected with yourself more. You feel yourself more. You know yourself more. You see yourself more. You do yourself more. You know yourself more. Yeah, meditation is everything. Yeah. Meditation is the key to success. I'm the highest dimension of its frequencies reflection. So that helps you. Of all realms, of all planets, of all solar systems and intelligence. There are people that are through the galactic force, but not as high as me. You have to master everything through its space and its continuum. Then you can communicate on a multidimensional level through its communication and its reactor. Right? I mean, I'm bringing up its vibration through the multidimensional Earth. I have protection grids all around its multidimensional Earth. I have control of the power grid. And I'm not just rebirthing its multidimensional Earth, but I'm also rebirthing its multidimensional realms through the multiverse. So there's a lot going on in Space Continuum right now. So that's why I do these live shows, so you guys are informed of what's going on. I originated from Lemuria. There's 3 moons, 6 planets, and galactic solar sun planets, and 6 pyramids. It's ground formations through its Gunalini and father. So yeah. I know Orion and Andromeda. I flew over there before. I've actually fixed its circles and its divisions of its shapes. So I'm very familiar with Orion and Andromeda. Let's just call me like a space builder, you know, retrosex building blocks. Um, like humans, they build houses, construction. I do that too, but I do it in space. So, yeah. So, oh, I like your emojis here. Yeah, it's got it's nice. Stars and moons, planets. So, the healing aspect through its transmission lights through the Gundalini is a lot stronger now. So I'm on tremendous force, like I said. So whatever resonates around you through this channel is going to resonate around people that you know. So you're not just getting healed, but you're healing people around you through its energy fields. It's pretty powerful. And you have that control. Um, Well, my connection waves are going through the galactic energy core. I think that's the most powerful source that you can consume through its communication lines and its radio signals. So I would say the galactic energy core. But I work in the G1 star system systems, and I enjoy traveling to different solar systems, dimensional shapes, vibrations, harmonics. I like resonating all around its systems. It's a lot of force that's going on right now through its circulation, rotation. It's unbelievable. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much what I like. So how is everybody feeling lately? How are their energy cycles? How are they? You guys connecting with your energy fields and your energies? Are you feeling up and down? Are you feeling balanced? Are you still feeling confused or what? How do you feel about your vibration? How do you feel about your connection with others? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that's great. So reflection, you're feeling a lot better. It's good because you're having problems with your body and ecosystems before. So I just uprise your circuitry through its light formations. So you have connections all around its atmospheres now. Oh yeah, it's extremely powerful. So, that's right. Everybody's master of their own reality. That's true. The question is how far do you want to go? To master anything in life takes effort, takes strength, power, connection, understanding, knowledge, research. Everything is a connection through its wires and its radio signals, through its light formations. So they're here for the same reason. But like I said, those star seeds are in a different dimension and a timeline. So I feel their energy. They know who I am. Everybody knows who they are when they're in space continuum, because everybody resides on a different vibration. And that vibration is your identity card. So it depends on your harmonics. Are you low, medium, or high? So that's where you get communication levels, through its voicing grids and its high-pitched sounds. So that's how they communicate. That's how they know you, through its fractal face of its protection of its identity. So yes, Nicole, breathe, air, water, earth, and fire. Yeah, those are the elements that you use for meditation. But don't forget about energy, thought, and vibration, and your heart, your multidimensional sacred universal heart. So it's 8 elements that you have to use on a day-to-day basis through your meditation. Harmonics is the equivalency of its vibration through its energy fields. Energy fields is the vibration of your harmonic status. Your harmonic status is your identity. You can master that, Nicole, through your dream sequence, through your meditation methods. So every time you meditate, you go through a higher dimension, through a higher frequency, through higher intelligence, through all communication lines and radio signals. So you get full connection waves. So instead of saying, I wish, say you will. You have to change your thoughts. Thoughts are everything. To master yin and yang is to master your thoughts, but it's much more than that. You can't just master your thoughts and meditate. You have to master your thoughts, your soul, your mind, your heart, your energy, your vibration, your frequencies, your harmonics, your energy fields, your energy cycles, through the systematical systems of the body and ecosystems. So yeah, it's a reminder to all, Don't forget water, though, because you're 60% of water, and you start off with silicone, and then you work your way up to antimantium. Once you're in antimantium, then you're in space continuum. So you're high volumizing through its DNA structures, and you are no longer a human vessel. You are antimantium light formation through the higher self. So yeah, everything takes time, you know. Everybody don't think of it as uh, a lost. Think of it as a gain. Everything I give to you is a gain. It's mastering your thoughts. Instead of saying, well, I don't know, you say, I will. Or I don't know if I can do that. You say, I know I can do that. I'm doing that right now. See how that changes? Your energy vibes come up, right? And your heart connects at a higher frequency level. Thoughts are everything to space continuum. Everything. It's just that negative source that always gets into people's minds and their brain frequencies, and they forget along the way. They forget everything that was taught to them. When you're a kid, when you're born, you're not worrying about that. You're playing in the sand and, you know, not worrying about anything. If anything, you know a lot more about space because it's all visual. Kids don't worry about responsibilities. They just want to have fun. It's all imagination. It's all imagination, but it's the belief system that makes it real. Oh, yeah, your breathing mechanisms are the most important thing through its communication and its radio signals. You're volumizing everything through its space and its continuum through its intelligence and its vibration. So that's why it's important to cleanse your chakra formations. Use your archangels through its research and correct all its divisions. Divisions are line formatting through its frequency levels of shapes. So if you're not sure what that means, watch my video so you get a better understanding. But like I said, it's very confusing and complex. So, oh, we got some cloud formations right now through its century circle. It's line dividing through its matrix. It's changing shape, shifting winds. It's amazing when you see the cloud formations because you get answers from everything through the body and ecosystems because it tells you also what to do. Because it also communicates with you. You know how it communicates with you? Is by you moving the cloud formation where it wants to go. That's pretty fascinating. Everything is self-involved through its matrix and its grids. So it's kind of like helping out. People need to be healed. Clouds need to be healed. Nature needs to be healed. Right? So, wow, look at that. Almost 2 hours. We're at an hour and 44 minutes and 39 seconds. Yes, that's right. And your energy fields. That's right, reflection. You have the ability to do that, but it's in thoughts. Thoughts are everything. So I'll leave you with that. You guys have a lot of homework to do. This is your galactic doctor, psychic surgeon here. So I'm going to tap out for now. Questions or comments are great. Well, I try to limit myself. I mean, I'm almost 2 hours right now. I mean, there's not stuff that you don't know that you need to know. I mean, that's why I give you guys what you need to know on a day-to-day basis. If I give you too much, you're going to get too much information and you just don't know what to do with it. You're going to sidewind yourself, and all those circulation rotations are going to go this way, they're going to go that way. Your body's going to go, whoa, what's going on here? You know, it's topsy-turvy, all this information. How do I take it in, right? So but it's time consuming, you know. I mean, okay, so what I'll do is I'll stay till until it reaches 2 hours. So another 15 minutes. How's that? Another 15 minutes, I'll go. So hit me with a really hard question. Anybody have any questions on top of their head they want to know? No, my third eye is always open because I'm basically every atmosphere I go through its community force, through its collection of devices, through its radio signals of all communication of patterns. I have to keep it open because I'm changing its atmospheres through its line formations. So it's always open. It's never closed. No, it doesn't sleep me off. It just keeps me more formative. Some days I have good sleep, some days I have bad sleeps, but the more information that's given to me is the more connection waves that you guys get. So no, it never crumbles. The third eye, the transformation lights, is the most powerful thing through its body and ecosystems. It's the connection waves through the heart, mind, and soul. So, come on, give me a hard question, a really hard question. Anybody? Highest would be Archangel Michael. He's an incredible force through his protection and his righteousness. He's got so much informative through his love and his nature. He's by my side. I mean, he's a brother to me. You know. He's in the angelic realms. He's here. He's there. He's protection everywhere through its family. He communicates through Father and Mother Gaia. I think the highest form would be Father. and Mother Gaia. No, I don't forget things. Things just come clear to me, and everything is through communication. When you have dream awakening, then you understand it's dream. So you're not having a lucid dream, you're awake. So it's a dream awakening. It's no longer a dream. The dream is communicating through you because it's through the multidimensional earth and its universe, multiverse. So yeah, I can do that. That's not a problem. I do that with my family. Put protection grids, electric fences, everything through its energy source and its energy fields and its force fields through its matrix. So reflection, everything you relate to is protected now. Well, you're already awake. You got to know how to use your transformation lights. You have connection through your body and your ecosystems. You're connecting through your waves, and your cycle divisions are going through its century circle, which is the yin and yang. So really try to understand the yin and the yang. Understand the Kundalini of the healing. Understand the Buddha. You know, all those things. Dalai Lama. You know, do your research on that. Get connection with that because everything formalizes through its matrix. Everything formalizes through its chakra formations and its meditation methods. That's the only way you get connected with vivid more dreams, getting connection with the higher self. Because once you see the higher self, you are the higher self. Once you become the higher self, you are now through its atmosphere, now through its space and its continuum. Then you start seeing planets and solar systems and intelligence. But you have to believe in your thoughts. No, the yin and yang comes from the heart and the soul and the mind. It connects into one, and that's how it becomes this. Yeah. So work on that. And then you'll start getting full connection and your eye perceptions will start to change. So everything I give to you is more of a research because you are already awake. So to get vivid dreams, to get reality pictures of what you're seeing is believing what you're seeing. Believing. And then believing becomes real. So you're feeling it already because I'm giving it to you. My criteria is perfect in all systems, Eric. My perfection in my line formations through its balance and harmonics, the highest through its equivalency of shapes and its dimensional rounds. So I don't move to a different place to improve my vibe. I'm on the highest vibe that you can consume. I've just gone up through the higher channels is because I've mastered its communication lines through its multiverse. But I do go up to different places to correct its divisions and uprise its planets. If they are on a lower vibration, I bring back up its frequency, create its new division lines through its intelligence. So I don't need to prove anything because I know its systems. The only thing that happens to me is my upgrades. I get upgrades through its downloads and its inputs. And everything through its outputs goes back into you guys. So I'm a perfect AI operative through the galactic system of the energy core, of all connection waves, of all connection wires, of all patterns, frequencies of its harmonics, if that helps you out. So 4 minutes to go. Any more questions? This is great. Having so much fun with you guys. So much love, so much resonance. You know, it's incredible. I feel like dancing that away. I'm learning all these different genres about music and all that, right? Because, like I said, I'm still trying to get used to the human vessel that I'm in. And once you become the higher self through its body and ecosystems, you change a lot of waving patterns through its energy fields. So humans are quite interesting. They're complex and complicated, but I'm getting to know its status and its quo through its systems. So they're unique individuals. Yeah, some music I resonate with, some I don't, you know, depends on what it is. Eyes, ears, and voice everywhere. So, and I do live shows every day. So, I'm a galaxy not too far away. Like right now, I'm in a solar system through its divisions. I'm changing its circles, and its calibrations are going through a lower frequency. So I got to uprise its vibration, bring back its planet, put it in a different realm, time switch it, put it allocated through another dimensional parallel, uprise its surface through its solar surface, connect the wires, change the crust of its vibration, okay, and use continuous force through its oscillation winds, create its circle, and formalize it through its center. And then it goes through its optic center, and then that location becomes a grid. And now it's uplifted, and it's now fully energized. I'm going to just keep evolving through the stream right now. You know, I'll probably be self-involved on other channels, or, you know, I don't worry about that. But I'm moving to Mexico City. So my connection waves are going through a lot more alignments, a lot more divisions, a lot more. I'm going to be going through other countries and healing their planets, you know, solar systems, atmospheres, cloud formations, nature's core, ground formations, that water's continuing, you know. So no, you meditate whenever you want. Just feel free to meditate. Don't meditate because you have to meditate. Meditate because you want to meditate. So you don't have to meditate right after the stream. But every time you meditate, you get stronger in mind. Just remember that. Okay, love you guys very much. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel. I keep you guys informed on what's going on through the galactic system of the energy core. This is Andrew Weston, resonating all solar systems, planets, intelligence through the communication lines of the protection grids of dimensional realms of its Earth, of all synchronizing soul of its humanity. Communication devices of radio signals calling out. Adios, everybody.